All right, so let's discuss the area under the curve. Okay, this is one of the important applications of integration.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we discussed that we have to take a small strip length into breadth is what we
Yes,
are
sir.
actually, and then we add all the strips to
Hmm.
get the answer. Okay, so let's start with an example and do a discussion so that it's a revision for you and also you know how to do what exactly is happening in this. Okay, so let's go in detail in this example.
Okay.
Okay, so I just picked up the basic one. So this is a circle. Okay, so if you
Hmm.
know coordinate geometry, this is equation of a circle with center as 0. Okay,
Yes, sir.
generally the circle is written as x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square, where a and b are the coordinates of the center and r is the radius. So if
Okay.
I tell you there is a circle with radius 2 comma 3, okay, this is the center, sorry. Okay, so this is C, center, and the radius of the circle is 5, any units. And I ask you, will write the equation of this circle. Then you have to write it as x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 5 square. So A represents the center, the x coordinate, B represents the y coordinate of the center, and R is a radius. So this is a circle with center not here, but somewhere at 2, 3. So for example, this is 2, this is 3, this is 2 comma 3, and the radius, take a compass, take 5 centimeter from this direction, which means if you go straight till 7,
Hmm.
sorry, 3 to 8, 5 centimeter in y direction. From 3 to 8 is 5 centimeter. Then
Okay.
draw a circle. Okay, so the circle with center as, obviously this doesn't look like a circle, but that was my aim. So this is the center of the circle and the radius everywhere is 5 centimeter. Sorry,
Okay.
this is the center. So in this question also you have been given a circle. The circle doesn't have A and B. Circle has only x square plus y square. So
Hmm.
this is another way of saying that the center is 0. You can rewrite this as x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to a square. So the radius is a and the coordinates of the center are 0 comma 0 because there is no x minus 2 square plus y minus 3 square. Journal circle is this.
Hmm.
This is the journal form of a circle.
Okay.
A is 0, y is b is 0,
Hmm.
makes this x square plus y square. Any
Understood.
equation which you see x square plus y square is equal to 16, you can safely say that the center of the circle is 0, 0, radius is 4 because this is r square.
Okay.
Okay, so they have given a circle which means the radius is a, center is 0, 0. So this coordinate will be a comma 0 because the radius is a, 0 comma a. This will be minus a comma 0 and this will be 0 comma minus a.
ठीक है.
Okay, he is asked you to calculate the overall area. So one obviously is, we can straight away write it as pi a square because we know the area of
Hmm.
a circle. But
Yes,
the
sir.
question is not using the general formula, but use the knowledge of integration. So what we do is we take a strip which is dx in one of the quadrants, and in the end we will multiply that with 4 because this is quarter of a circle multiplied with 4, you will get the total area of the circle. So we are just concentrating on the first quadrant, which is a blue part.
Hmm.
Now what I do is I take strip dx of width dx. So the area of the elementary strip, this strip will be equal to how much? Elementary strip is this small part of the area you take, y dx,
Yes, sir.
assuming this part is also a straight line. So this actually is a rectangle only. Although it's a curve, assume the upper part to be a rectangle only. It is actually like this because it's a part of the circle here.
Hmm.
But assume it's a straight line.
Okay.
So this becomes height into breadth or length into breadth, whatever you want to call it, L into B, H into B. So this is the area of the elementary strip, which I'm shading now.
Hmm.
Okay. The Y here on the strip is basically a point on the circle, if you notice. The Y,
Yes, sir.
this Y, right? So you know the 2 points on the circle which you know are X and Y. So this X and Y coordinate are those X and Y like this, which lie on the circle. So this could be, you can see there are infinite points like this, right?
Hmm.
A journal point is X comma Y, a journal point. So
Yes, sir.
if I were to write the height of this circle, right, this height, what will that be? Y is equal to under root of a square minus x square is equal to under root of, so I'm writing the height of the circle, or height of the elementary strip, y,
Hmm.
right? So y height, and remember I told you it's a straight line. So if you take it towards the left, this point actually coordinate y part of it, this is the height. And I know any point on the circle, y coordinate can be written like this from the equation of a circle.
Agreed.
So I'm writing y as a square minus x square into dx. So I just need to integrate now, that's all. If I
Hmm.
can integrate a square minus x square 0 to a dx, I'm done. So let me use trigonometry. This is a straightforward case of trigonometry. So I'm writing x is equal to a sine theta. So dx is equal to a cos theta d theta. So x is equal to 0, theta is equal to 0. If x
Hmm.
is equal to a, sine theta is equal to 1, theta is equal to pi by 2.
Yes, sir.
This is under root of a square minus a square sine squared theta. A cos theta d theta is equal to a cos theta d theta 0 to pi by 2. Okay.
ठीक है.
So this obviously is equal to a square cos squared theta 0 to pi by 2 d theta is equal to a square. So we know cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos squared theta minus 1. And so 2 cos squared theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta. And cos squared theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2
2.
is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 integral. So this is 0 to pi by 2 d theta. So this is a square into d theta will become theta.
Hmm.
0 to pi by 2 plus integration of cos 2 theta will be sine 2 theta divided by 4. This 2 is already there, right? So this 2 will come here also. So this will become sine 2 theta, integration we've already done. 0 to pi by 2 is equal to a square by 2, a square theta by 2 plus sine, sine 2 theta by 4. Now let's put the value. First let's put 0. So this will become
ठीक है.
0 if you put pi. Sorry, we'll put pi by 2 first. So this will become pi by 2 a square by 2. This 2. Theta is pi by 2. So which is this. Plus sine pi by 4
Agreed.
minus a square into 0 minus sine of 0 by, so this is a square by 4 plus, so this is sine pi is also 0.
Hmm.
This is also 0. This is also 0. So what you get is, I think I forgot to write, I didn't write pi. So this is pi a square by 4 is the area of the first quadrant. And you have to do 4 such quadrants, right?
Yes, sir.
So area of a circle is 4 times. So this is area of the quadrant, and the area of the circle is this. I think we have a square, sorry. So why have I written a square? This was pi a square, sorry, pi into a square by 4. 4 will cancel because this is 4 times. So this will become pi square a,
Hmm.
which is what, sorry, pi a square.
Yes, sir.
Pi r square is the area of a circle.
ठीक है.
Okay. So somebody said, okay, why did you took the elementary area with dx? Why didn't you do the same question with dy?
Hmm.
Okay, which means you take a horizontal strip instead of a vertical strip. We can do that also. That really doesn't matter. Okay, how do you decide to take the area? Okay, so let's say you do this. Okay, so let's say you are, let's do the same question, but we're taking horizontal area. So now what we do is with the width is dy and the length is x. So let's assume this is also straight line. Okay, this is
ठीक
your
है.
straight line. Okay, straight line. So this is a rectangle. You can see the length of the rectangle is x. Multiply by the width dy, right? So any point x on the rectangle can be written as, from the knowledge of x square plus y square is equal to a square, x is equal to a square minus y square under root.
Hmm.
So this is under root of a square minus y square into dy.
ठीक है.
Same. So you put y is equal to a cos theta and solve the same integration. Or if you memorize the formula, straight away write this. The integral of a square minus y square is this. This plus this. Direct. Without doing substitution. And then put
Okay.
the values. Again the same answer. Makes no difference at all. Whether you do a elementary area which is vertical or you do a horizontal area which is like this. This will become x dy, whereas the other one becomes y dx. But the answer you can see is same.
Hmm.
Makes no difference.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Let me go to the next page. Paste it. If you know how to do the elementary area and what is y or x equal to, then it's integration only.
ठीक है.
Let's do another one. So let's say we have to do, the next one is this. Okay, so this is your next question. Okay, find the area enclosed by so and so. So you can see this is an ellipse which is given to you,
Yes, sir.
right? So you can draw an ellipse, or if you don't want to draw an ellipse, that is fine. So ellipse has two axes. One is a major axis and one a minor axis.
Minor.
So this, it is not a circle exactly. So maybe y is bigger or x is bigger. So it's an ellipse, looks like this. Okay, if A is bigger, it'll look like this. Okay, so this is the longer one on the A. So this is the A, and these are the B's, B
ठीक है
and B. So this is a center again, 0, 0, and you can take first quadrant again if you want to. And what is this line? Okay, this is from NCRT. Okay, fine. So I take an elementary step here. It is height is y, the width is dx. So it is y dx. The elementary step area is y dx.
okay
And I know from here what is y equal to. So I'm substituting the value of y is equal to. You can take, you don't need to take plus minus, you can take plus,
अच्छा
because you're on the first quadrant upper side. You're not on the lower side, right? If you
हम्म
took this quadrant, then x is positive and y is negative. But you're taking first quadrant where both are positive. So select positive only. So b by a under root of a square minus x square into dx. Now integrate, put x is equal to something and solve. And
ठीक
we
है
only anyway know the integration of this from the previous one.
yes sir
That's sine inverse. Put the values and get the answer. So this is what you will. This is a standard answer. Put 0 to first a, then 0. Pi ab answer.
समझ गया
Right. So if you can select your, if you know the equation, you can find y or x, and then y dx. Put the value of y from the equation. Start integrating. And you can see when I took dx, my range is a, right? I told you that this is a, this is b. So since I'm taking dx, which is x, so my variable, whole of the question has been converted into x, if you see.
हम्म
So my lower limit and upper limit should also be the x.
correct
All right, so let's do some simple questions first.
okay
Okay, let's start with this. Let's do very simple ones to start with, not. You try one of them. Yeah. First thing is you should get the picture right in your mind. From where to where, because there is an additional constraint or condition given, which is, okay. So the area is, maybe the circle looks like this. Let me show you the circle. Let me draw a line like this. And then what happens is, this is your circle. And you can see the equation of the circle. It is center is 0, 0. The radius is 2. So first of all, my first step is to mark this as 2, 0, 0, 2, because I know the radius is 2. So this is minus 2, 0, and this is 0, minus 2. So all the radius is 2 everywhere.
ठीक है
The center is 0, 0, because there is nothing with x and y here. It is x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to 2 square. So this is r square, this is b, and this is a, which are 0. And it says bounded by line x is equal to 0. So if I were to draw a line which is x is equal to 0, he means the y-axis itself, if you notice. The y-axis means what? What is y-axis? Equation of a y-axis. X equal to 0.
x is equal to 0
So x is equal to 0. The second line he's saying is x is equal to 2. right?
Yes, sir.
So this is x is equal to 2. Sorry. So this will continue forever.
Hmm.
This is at every point x is equal to 2 on this line. Y keeps on changing, but x is fixed.
Yes, sir.
You can see, right? So if you notice the area which they're referring to, which is bounded by these lines, okay, let's highlight that because so this line, the y, so I think he's referring to only this area. This area, the area bounded by the circle and the lines x is equal to 0. So where is that area which is bounded by, this is the area inside the circle, sorry, right?
Hmm.
Whereas we have to concentrate on the area bounded by the circle and the line.
Yes, sir. Correct.
है ना? Okay. So to me, what it means is this. Okay, I think if I draw a line here and then I draw a line here, okay. So this area seemingly is what he means.
Okay.
And this area, right? So if you notice, the line x is equal to 0, which is y-axis. Okay, so he means, I think, y equal to 0, bounded by x is equal to 0, and the lines x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2, bounded by this area. And if I notice, I think my only worry is in this particular area, I don't see this part, which is x is equal to 0. The y-axis is not showing up. So area lying in, okay, sorry. The area lying in the first quadrant and bounded by, okay. So we don't have to consider the fourth quadrant. So this is gone.
Hmm.
Because he has mentioned it has to be fourth quadrant.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, first quadrant, I'm sorry.
अच्छा अच्छा.
लिखा हुआ है.
Hmm.
The first quadrant and bounded by the circle and the line. So x is equal to 0 is this line. It should be bounded by the first quadrant, lying the area in the first quadrant, and then bounded by circle and the lines x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2. If you just talk about the area which is between x equal to 0 and x is equal to 2, then this should have been the complete area. Between
Okay.
x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. In the first quadrant, I would have chosen this square, right?
Hmm.
But this area is between two lines only.
Agreed.
It should also be bounded by the circle. So to me, this area appears to be the most, the area which is
अच्छा
the
समझा.
lines, the striped lines.
Hmm.
I don't know why we can't rub this here. ये rub ही नहीं हो रहा है, एक minute.
कुछ
Wait,
चीजें अटक जाती हैं जूम में.
okay,
White board.
let me just select it. No.
वो नहीं होता कभी कभी कुछ भी.
Anyway, forget it. So this area I think is the one which is, we can highlight also with some different color likely. So this, I think he's referring to this area.
Okay.
Because this has a circle on the one side and on the other side it has this line, and this area also touches this line which is x is equal to 0 here.
Hmm.
So which means you know the area of the first quadrant. It is pi r square by 4, right? Where r is 2. So
Yes, sir.
only pi, right? And
Huh.
then the area of the rectangle, if you notice, sorry, the square is 2 into 2, 4.
Hmm.
So this is 2 and this is also 2. So the whole area is 4. So 4 minus pi.
ठीक है.
No, there's another way to look at this. Sorry. Okay, I think we didn't read it. Let me just reread it properly, okay? Okay, got it. I think complete stupidity. Okay, let me just show you what lines is he referring to. But I think I've done it correctly. So one line is, let me show you the lines. Okay, let me use for each line a different color. So I'm drawing x is equal to 0 line is this. Sorry, x is equal to 0 is this line, right?
Hmm.
Okay, then x is equal to 2 is this line. And then the circle.
Okay.
These three lines are the total area which is enclosed by them is where? Where is the total area being enclosed by these three lines? This line is not part of the equation, okay? This line,
Okay.
the line on the top. How do you remove it? Wait, let me do one thing. This line above is creating a bit of, yeah, I am removing that line. Let me just, yeah, gone. So now the dark lines which you see are the lines under our focus. Okay, the two green lines and the even this line is not part of our focus, the line below and the curve. These are the three lines we have to worry about, the ones I have darkened. This line is x is equal to 2, x is equal to 2, this is x is equal to 0, and this is a circle. These three lines are covering what area? Bounded by lines x is equal to 0 and lines x is equal to 2. It doesn't say common area, it doesn't say, it says bounded, which means enclosed by these. What area is enclosed by them? Pi r square, pi r square. So pi into 4 divided by 4. Pi is enclosed by the first quadrant because the
Hmm.
total area of the circle is pi r square
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to 4 pi. This is our total. So if I just look at the quadrant, the area is this much. But what area is bounded by these three lines here? Ek dark line, this is 1, this is 2, and the third is this. Third. It should be in the first quadrant and bounded by these. I think he's either referring to, I'm not clear about the language. He may be saying that the x belongs to 0 to 2. Okay, x is equal to 0 to 2 and for the circle. So when he
अच्छा.
says 0 to 2, he means x is equal to 0 to 2, which is the upper limit and the lower limit of a definite integral, and then y dx, which
Hmm.
is this. This is what what it appears to be, that it is a state case of answer A.
हाँ.
है ना? Or
Yes, sir.
what else could it mean? I mean, I'm not able to make head or tail of. To me, it appeared like something slightly more complicated, that he means the area enclosed by, because sometimes in some of the questions, this is the type of figure you get. Let me show you the figure which came to my mind. I think the languages was not clear to me because he's using the word lines and not points. Points x is equal to 0 to. So let me show you one example. So this is another example. Okay, so this is some line which is having some equation of its own, and this is your circle. Okay, so this is your circle. So this is a circle, and now the question is, what is the area bounded by y is equal to 0? So y is equal to 0 means x-axis.
Agreed.
x-axis, right? So this, the circle, which is, and let me bound it, and the y, and y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 is this, x is equal to 0 is this. So when I say this, I mean x equal to 0 is this, y is equal to 0 is this, and then I say also by this line. So this has some equation, for example. It has an equation of x minus y is equal to 3,
Okay.
okay, or minus 3, let's say. Minus x is equal to, y is equal to 0, x is equal to, okay, so minus. So this is x plus y is equal to 3. X plus y is equal to plus 3. So find the area which is bounded by this line, and the circle. So it can be the upper part,
This how?
and it can also be the lower part. That needs to be specified. So that was a kind of impression I got. But I think in the question they have given, it is straightforward, 0 to 2 and the normal area of a circle. It is not the lines, I think. Lines, this is x equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. What is the answer given? Let us see. For the first one, this is chapter number 8th.
8. Huh.
Okay. Let me just see chapter number 7.5, 7.6, 7.7, 7.8, 7.9, 7.10. Okay. 8th question number is 3. No. Question number 8.1, third. 8.1, third is 5/4. So first quadrant, not first quadrant. 5/4. I hope I'm seeing it correctly. No, this is for miscellaneous. A, correct.
अच्छा ठीक.
Sorry. मैंने वो miscellaneous. I've seen the answers to miscellaneous. The correct answer is A. So we are right. He means only the range, the upper part and the lower part. So they're not carried away by the. So these are the answers. Third is A.
ठीक है sir.
Spot on. Okay. And try the fourth one now. Okay, I'll just remove the diagrams. So you can try the fourth one. Let me. It's not a very difficult topic to do. It's, I think, fairly straightforward.
Hmm.
You just need to get your diagram right. So y square is equal to 4x is equation of what? A parabola.
Hmm.
Right? Which means x has to be positive, otherwise the root of y will become a complex number. So x always needs to be positive. If you put any value of x, there will be two y's, x and y. two y's, right? So if you put, for example, x is equal to 4,
Okay.
so what will happen? Y square will become 16.
Hmm.
So y is equal to plus minus 4. So for every value of x, 1x, you will get two values of y. Okay, so 1x, you get two y's, this side and this side both.
Hmm.
This is the shape of the parabola. And you have to find the area bounded by this, the y-axis, which is this again. This is y-axis. Sorry, y-axis is this, and y is equal to 3, which is y is equal to 3 is this line, okay? So y is equal to 3, where does it intersect it? Here. You find that. If, so y is equal to 3 will intersect. So you are asking for the area, which I think is this one. So you have to find, if you take a strip of the area bounded by this particular, so let's say this is the area. So the height is dy.
Yes, sir.
I've taken horizontal instead of vertical. Okay, and this is x. So the area is x dy,
Hmm.
and y is from 0 to y is from 0 to 3.
Correct.
Y equal to 0 means, sorry, y axis is this. This is your y axis, okay? So here y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 3. And x I can find from here is equal to y square by 4. Right?
Yes, sir.
This is y cube by 12.
Hmm.
Any choice like this? 3 nines are, 3 fours are. B? 9 by
हाँ
4?
बी लग रहा हाँ
ठीक है. Yes. Okay. Hope concept wise it is clear to you.
हम्म
Right? कि क्या ढूंढ रहे हैं? What are we trying to do?
यस सर
That is clear, then it's nothing. Just that clarity is more than okay. Let me just. Okay. Mathematics. So I'm looking for board paper. Question from board examination. Yes. I will show you the question so that this is what I was expecting they will give, and this is what they've given. So these are
Okay.
slightly complicated, but we will discuss because they are part of the miscellaneous.
ठीक है.
Exactly what I thought because we have seen these questions. Okay, I'm going to the next page again. Okay, so to the next page 3, just copying the question. Try and make the figure first. Just make a diagram. We are doing the part 2, second choice, this one. This can be solved in one line with some other method, but anyway. So you can see the first we will draw the x-axis and the y-axis. Then we will draw a circle with radius is how much? 4.
4.
So line is x is equal to y root 3. So it's a positive slope. You can put different values of x and get. So is this passing through 0, this line? It is.
It is passing.
If x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, right? So this is
Mhm.
a line with some positive slope, which is this. Right? So this is the, now notice the area, which is bounded by this graph and the line. I think the slope is 10, y is equal to, we'll have to rewrite this as y is equal to x upon root 3. So the
Hmm.
slope is 30 degrees. 10, 30, 10 is 1 by root 3.
So,
Generally, the rule is y is equal to mx
correct.
plus c. But c is missing in this because it is not cutting the y-axis. Sorry, Mesko, I'll just redraw this so that it passes through the origin and doesn't cut. So this is now passing exactly through origin. Are it is going up apne aap hi.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go with me. Anyway, whatever, jo bhi ban jaye. Okay, so the m is a slope, which is nothing but tan theta. So this can be written as tan theta. This m is the slope. Slope is tan theta. So tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. So theta is equal to 30 degrees. So this is at 30 degrees. So we know the line is y is equal to x by root 3. And the equation and any coordinate on this x comma y is linked to each other with this equation. We have to find the area which is bounded by the circle and the line in the first quadrant. Okay, so my dilemma is always this. So to me, the answer is straight that they are referring to this area because this is bounded by the line and the circle.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is this is also bounded by this area which I am highlighting is also bounded by y is equal to 0, which is x-axis. The other area, which is the upper area, is bounded by this line, the circle, and x equal to 0, which I can show like this area, right?
हाँ.
You can ask now, why are you selecting this? Why not the upper?
समझ.
In the case of upper, x is equal to 0. In the lower, y is equal to 0, which means I have to take x-axis. In the upper, I have to take y-axis, but it is not clear which area do I need to take in this, right? It just says first quadrant. The upper area too is also first quadrant.
Yes, sir.
The lower area is also first quadrant.
First quadrant.
Anyway, if I have to find this area, for example, the pink one, I'll come to this. Okay, if we have to find the pink area, then we generally take from this to this and get the whole answer, which means we take a strip. Let's say I take a strip like this, right? This is the strip. Sorry, this arrow is not required. That elementary strip, right? This is what I'm drawing. So I take this strip. The y of this strip is not touching the x-axis, if you notice.
हाँ,
It is touching this y, the
agreed.
height, right? So we have to be careful that we don't end up taking this strip, right?
हाँ, ठीक है.
So this strip would have been this y, which is normal.
Hmm,
But this time it is a bit different because it is, the strip is this. And if we were to take this as dx, the width of this is dx, and the height is y, we will end up getting a rectangle, which means the area which we will get is actually this only.
ठीक है.
This. So half base into height, right? So we will take this and the point of intersection. We can find the point of intersection by solving these two. Let's put x is equal to root 3y in the circle. So x square, sorry, this will become root 3x square
Hmm,
plus x square is equal to 16. I put y equal to this. So x by root 3, sorry. X by root 3. So this is x square by 3 plus x square is equal to 16.
hmm,
So this is how much? This is 4x square by 3 is equal to 16. So this is 4 4s are x square is equal to 12. X is equal to 2 root 3, right?
correct.
So this is and we can find the y also for with this. If x is equal to 2 root 3, then y is equal to 2. So this is 2 root 3 comma 2. So we know the height is 2 and the base is 2 root 3. This point. This is 2 root 3, right?
Yes, sir.
This is 2 root 3 comma 0. And this is, the height is only 2. So triangle we can find easily with this. But what happens to the remaining part, which is this, right?
हाँ,
The hidden part. Yeah. So area bounded by a line and circle. Just give me 1 second. Let me just check the. Although 30 degrees also sufficient, because I know, but that is not acceptable because you can't use, since this is 30 degrees. So I know the 360-degree corresponds to pi r square. 1 degree will correspond to pi r square by 360. So 30 degree will correspond to how much? So I can get an answer in one go.
hmm,
So pi into 16 by 12, 4 by 3 pi answer.
ठीक है.
But that is using right, some other method, which is
हाँ, yes, sir.
the knowledge of circle then and area. Not correct method to use. Not allowed actually. हाँ ठीक है, मिल गया. So we have to find area between a circle and the area enclosed by a, yes. So point of intersection ढूंढ लिए. First is the shaded area. All right. Okay, so first is, I think the first part is fairly straightforward, the rectangle. ठीक है, rectangle, I hope triangle is clear to you. The triangle,
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
not the rectangle. Okay, let me just rub it off and make it slightly bigger and So I'm not able to see it correctly myself. So I'll just rub it off. This is better, right?
हाँ
Slightly better. Okay. So I will just shade the area which is balance area. Okay. The balance area can be, let me use a color for this. So let's use orange.
ठीक है
This is orange, right? This is orange color. If you notice, this area is actually the one which is whose y is the circle.
हम्म
Before this, this part, the y was the line,
yes sir
right? So the line part is clear that this is this part. Let me just show you. So we've already done this part. So I'm just drawing an arrow. This is the base of the triangle, which is connected with the line. And then we took this as a height. So this part is done. Tell me if it is not clear
नहीं
to what
clear
I'm referring to. Point of intersection we found out, and we found out the point of intersection to be 2 root 3 and 2.
हम्म
So we drew a perpendicular from there and we found out the coordinate of x-axis and y-axis. So this, what is this point? 2 root 3, right?
yes sir
So this is 2 root 3 comma 0 comma 0. And this point is 2 root 3 comma 2 and the height is 2. So, okay, now we know this point. Now the balance area, if you notice, if I draw a strip here, that strip, if you notice, is touching the circle.
हम्म
If I were to write the balance, which is the orange part, okay, let me remove this nonsense first, which is this area calculation is not acceptable anyway. So we are finding in two parts now. So the second part is the balance part. If you notice, if I write it as y dx, which is my standard vertical elementary area, y is the height, dx is the width. Y, however, is to be used for the circle now.
हाँ
Agreed? Now, if you notice, what is this coordinate? 4 comma 0.
yes sir
Because the circle is, radius is 4, right? And
हम्म
what is the start point of this 2 root 3?
yes sir
So which means the area is under 2 root 3 to 4 when it comes to the circle only.
ठीक
The
है
part which is under the circle. See it carefully. Does
okay
it make sense to you that I am referring to this circle and the area I'm referring to is this area? It has nothing to do with that line.
yes sir
Let me shift this a bit. So this arrow, let me shift it here. On the right of the arrow, and see if it you can see it clearly now.
हाँ दिख रहा है
Orange area दिख रहा है, उसका y दिख रहा है ना, circle है.
yes sir
So if I draw a strip here, it will be like this. Let me draw a very thin one so that it is easy. Sorry, the color is still orange. No, we should draw some. So I'm referring to this. So this strip. So the width of this is dx and the height is y.
हम्म
You want to show a bigger one, you can show a bigger one. ये रेक्टेंगल है हमारा वो, लेकिन ये टच किसको कर रहा है, ध्यान से देखो. It is touching y circle.
yes sir
It is like this. If I draw it on the other side, this is the rectangle part which is complete. So I'm working on this part now. I'm working on this part.
Hmm.
इसमें तो कोई भी स्ट्रिप वाई सर्कल पे टच होगी ना जाके.
Yes, sir.
So two areas being added. One, obviously we have not used integration, because why should I use integration for a rectangle, right? So I am saying the first part is made up of a triangle. Let me label the triangle also, which is O, center, A, and this is B. So the triangle OAB is equal to half base. Base is 2 root 3 and the height is 2. So one area is 2 root 3. Rectangle, sorry, triangle. The
Okay.
balance area is this integral, which we have written on the right hand
Hmm.
side, which is known directly,
Yes, sir.
a square minus x square. Put the values at both the areas, answer. Just your
Okay.
capability to split the areas is very important. How do
Okay.
you select y of the line and then y of the circle? Similarly, I could give you two different curves, not just circles. Let me give you one question. If you do this, then you can solve any problem, okay? So let's say you are given x square. Let me go to the next page. So now you do for the next one. Okay, so now you do x square plus y square is equal to, let's say, let me make it 2, okay? So the radius is root 2 and there is a parabola, y square is equal to x. So you have to find the area which is bounded by these two curves. Draw the diagram first, solve them, find the point of intersection, shade the diagram, divide the diagram into two parts, one which is using the y of circle, the other which is using the y of the parabola. Take your time. I'm watching you carefully, okay? So don't worry,
Okay.
you're being supported. But do mistakes. Any step you feel stuck and you need help, shout. I will help you.
Okay,
Shout
sir.
out. Okay, just say that. Okay, you need a push or you need a start. Don't worry about it. You're still learning. This is just a first class.
ठीक है.
Takes time. Okay, so if you need any start, any help in a diagram, but if you can do by thinking slowly, do that also.
Okay.
Applying yourself is more important.
Hmm.
But if you reach a dead end, seek for help.
अच्छा. अच्छा.
So X cannot be negative.
Hmm.
Why did you draw this line?
किसी.
ये लाइन क्यों बनाई है?
जैसे आपने पिछले क्वेश्चन में करा था तो।
So remember this, a linear equation is y is equal to mx plus c, right?
हम्म।
Both y and 1 are 1. Therefore, this is a linear equation. Both the power of y and x are 1.
यस
In
सर।
this, the power is 2. It's a parabola.
अच्छा।
It's a parabola. You can draw it also. If you have a
हम्म।
doubt, you can do this. You can say, okay, I'll draw a box. Draw a box, okay?
हम्म।
Say x and y. X is equal to 1. Y is equal to plus 1
हाँ, ये
and
समझ गया।
minus 1.
हम्म।
X cannot be negative. X is equal to
हम्म।
4. Y is equal to 2 and 4 is equal to minus 2 also. Because y square is equal to 4 means y is equal to plus minus 2.
यस सर।
9, 3 and minus 3. Sorry, yeah, x is equal to 9. So large x are coming
हम्म।
and y is becoming smaller and smaller. So you will draw only this in the right hand side, this parabola. So you can remove the line. This
ठीक है।
line therefore goes. You just, and you have to also find the point of intersection when you draw them. So
हम्म।
solve these two equations, put the value of x here, or y square is equal to x here, and make a
ओके।
quadratic of x. So this will become x square plus x is equal to 2, right? So x
हम्म।
square plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. X square plus 2x minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. X into x plus 2 minus x, sorry, minus 1, x plus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. X is equal to minus 2. So there are 2 points you're meeting it.
हम्म।
One is x is equal to 1, which is likely to be, if this is, so this point is what? First of all, the circle,
यस
root
सर।
2 comma 0. Okay, 0 comma minus root 2. What is this? Minus root 2 comma 0. What is this? 0 comma root 2. And then x is equal to 1. So this is 1.4. 1 is likely to be somewhere here.
हाँ।
And x is equal to minus 2. So this is 1.414. So this is going to be x is equal to minus 2. Okay, so x is equal to minus 2 is here. This is minus 1. This is minus 1. This is root 2 minus root 2. This is minus 2 comma 0. So the parabola is intersecting at 2 points. One is x plus x is equal to minus 2. Now remember, x cannot be negative, so we will ignore this, right? X has to be positive only. Okay, so the x is equal to 1 is 1 where it is intersecting, which is this. And the parabola is therefore, so at x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? Plus minus 1.
यस सर।
So the parabola looks like this actually. So the area being referred to, if you notice carefully, if I draw a line, which is the bifurcating line, which is this, right?
हम्म।
So if you notice, the area on the left is under a parabola, the y of that strip.
यस सर।
And on the right, it is again under the circle.
हाँ।
Same is true for above and below.
यस सर।
Agreed?
हाँ।
Clear होगा बिल्कुल अब तो, right?
यस सर।
So if I have to shade it, one is this area, which I'm referring to. यार, क्या color है? Okay, so one is this area. इसके नीचे, the area below this is identical, right? So that is identical. This is identical, right? So we will double it. And the one which is under the circle is this. This is under the circle, right?
यस सर।
And below that, so we will double. We will calculate one by one. So we know that the first is a parabola. So if I take vertical strips the way I do, it is parabola. For parabola, I will write uh, this as 0 to, so this point of intersection is 1, right? So this is 0 to 1. So this is 1. This coordinate, this one, the point of intersection is 1 comma 1.
हाँ
This coordinate is how much? 1 comma 1, right? Point of intersection.
agreed
1 comma 1, and the one below is 1 comma minus 1. So I will integrate the first from 0 to 1, 0 to 1, first part, the pink part, and the y is going to be this one, the parabola. So under root x dx, y is equal to under root x,
yes sir
plus from 1 to root 2 is the circle.
hmm
Answer. This is x raised to power 3 by 2, 3 by 2, this is 0 to 1, and this is root 2 a square minus root 2 square minus x square, which is under root of a square minus x square. Answer. Aa gaya. And then double it, because you are finding only the upper part. The lower part, for multiply this by 2 and this
हाँ
also by 2. Answer. Tell me what part was not clear to you. This part is like not clear in my mind. Think of the logic. First is you have to find the point of intersection. The point of intersection decides the left and the right, if you notice.
hmm
In this case, it was 1, minus 1, and 1 and 1. So the x is definitely 1.
yes sir
This is 1. So we know the pink part is from 0 to 1.
hmm
And then from 1 to root 2 is the green part, which is a circle.
yes sir
So this part is your area under the circle, and this part is the area under the parabola. And then double them. Answer. One thing I noticed is you need some work on coordinate geometry also. The understanding of parabola, circle, line, which you will develop as you progress into 11th standard maths. You need to
yes
know
sir
it. Very strong, immediately, slope, this, that. So that comes when you do class 11 coordinate geometry.
hmm
But broadly, parabola is something which is easy to learn
yes sir
because it is used in physics also. Trajectory of a projectile was a parabola, right? Y is equal to x tan theta minus gx square upon 2u square cos square theta.
yes sir
Any doubts in your mind?
नहीं
Clear?
yes sir
So if you have understood this, we just need to do 1, 2, 3 questions. This chapter is also over.
अच्छा
So tomorrow what we will do, we will try and do some questions on this topic and we will finish this. And we will move on to the topic of differential equations, which you
okay
can only learn when you have understanding of integration and derivative, both.
hmm
Otherwise, you can't do differential equations if you don't understand integration and derivative. So there's a logical progression.
ठीक है
Okay? So the area under the curve is the application of integration for you.
hmm
That is where it ends for you. So let's practice tomorrow from exemplar, from 2,
ठीक है
3 more questions and just close it. Then go back and practice. I will send you the assignment. I won't send you 75 questions in this. I will send you just 10, 15 questions. That should be more than enough. And they
okay
also will be like this. 2 circles, 2 parabola, 1 circle, 1 line, 1 parabola, 1 line, 1 circle. That is it.
hmm
I don't see we need to do anything else in this.
ठीक है
We will pick up 2, 3 questions of Cbse, 2, 3 questions of exemplar and finish it with practice.
ठीक है सर
It takes time to absorb. अभी देखने में है, but you write it down, you do get struck. Let us see. But I think it is clear in your mind what we have done. Just
यस सर.
not very complicated. Okay, see you tomorrow then.